I think I remember something. I remember what I did at the end. I don't remember a lot of the details. But none of it matters now, does it? I just got brought back anyway. Looks like parts of the ground is missing. I wonder if it's safe to walk across these vines. One way to find out, I guess. They're safe.
I have lost communication with the Guardian outside the city gate.
The big robot, right?
Please help me check on them. I cannot leave my station.
Alright. Isn't that the city gate? It's...
Please do not approach. The gate is closed until further notice.
There's squares all over the big robot.
That is outside my capacity for help. You may proceed to the deeper ruins.
Alright.
Hello, person. 2 children reside near here.
The pathway is blocked by blocks. Wait a minute. I remember something about this. Never knew it'd be so easy. Ow, my foot! Ow! Oh, the door!
I knew we'd lose our home eventually, but I wasn't expecting it to happen so soon.
Oh, jeez! Are you guys okay?
Huh! Oh, my stars! You're the savior! It's an honor to meet you.
Yes!
I'd invite you inside, but as you can see, our home is...
It's got squares in it.
Yes, Alula, thank you.
It's getting everywhere now, isn't it? The squares. There are way more than before. Even the gates of the refuge is destroyed now. That didn't happen last time.
Last time?
Nothing! Almost let that slip later. Guess I should introduce myself again. My name is Nico.
Nico. Oh gosh! Would it not be rude to call you by name?
No worries, Calamus.
How did you know my name?
Not again. The Messiah just knows these things, Calamus. Right? Yes, of course!
You were saying about the gate?
Oh, right. Looks like I can't get into the city through the old gate anymore. Do either of you know another way to get in? I heard that there's some sort of hidden passage around here somewhere.
Oh, the passage to the burial grounds?
That's the one!
Oh, but I'm not sure that'll be of any use here. It's been flooded for a long time, and there's no boat. Not to mention, the burial grounds itself is pretty far from the city.
That's okay. I would still like to see it. It's the only lead we have.
Alright, in that case, please follow us. At least the courtyard is unaffected for now.
We usually get to the burial grounds through our friend, but he hasn't been here in forever.
Normally, this courtyard would be where we meet up.
I hope he comes back soon. Nico? Nico, what's wrong?
You looked like you were about to faint.
It's not the first time it's happened.
Oh?
Earlier I was in the Barrens and I saw something like this too. It was like a dream, but only for a split second.
Sounds like a vision. Like something a prophet would see.
I guess? The robot lady I was with earlier had a fancy word for it, though. Wait. Let me check something. Oh! I was right!
Huh?
When I had the vision back at the Barrens, the book started glowing too! I wanted to see if I could get it to happen again, and...
Where did you get that?
Oh, I had it with me when I woke up in this world.
It looks like one of our friend's books. Except it's glowy.
That's what the lady said too. Player, let's see if we can do anything with the journal in this room.
Whoa.
How did that book get there?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it has to do with this journal now. The exact same thing happened back at the Barrens.
Seriously?
The journal was glowing, so I wanted to take a closer look at it. Then I found a page that looked like a drawing of the room we were in, and then a minecart showed up.
What?
What?
That sounds freaky.
No, it doesn't. Player must have done something.
Still...
Hey, we have a boat now. We can go to the burial grounds and visit Mom again.
But...
Come on, Calamus. Nico and Player are with us.
well, if Player made the boat appear, it should be safe.
What do you think, player?
Here we go.
We made it!
Come on, Lola. Let's go pay our respects.
Okay.
This is her grave. It's been years, but it's still hard, you know? Lola, wanna help me look for some flowers for Mom later?
Yes. Mom, you're not gonna believe what happened today. We met the Messiah and... hi, Nico.
Hi!
Huh? It's you!
Huh?
You...
My name is Nico.
Nice finally to meet you. No, wait. It is a pleasure to be of acquaintance at last, Nico. My name is
Oh, I'm supposed to be looking for you too!
I am aware. prototype had contacted me earlier, saying that you would be on your way to the city.
He did?
He sent me a message after his memories were restored.
Oh,
He told me to wait in the city, but I thought it'd be faster for me to pick you guys up. Turns out that was a terrible idea.
pick us up? Wait, you can fly that plane?
What is a plane?
That thing behind you.
Oh, you mean the flying machine?
They're called planes in my world.
Oh. I did not realize they existed in other worlds.
Wait, are you the friend that Calamus and Alula were talking about then? Is this the same flying machine they were talking about?
I do not know anyone named Calamus or Alula. I think they're meant to be friends with my father. In previous iterations of the...
Your father?
He was the original owner of the flying machine. It's one of his greatest inventions, actually.
Your dad invented planes?
Flying machine.
It's cool either way!
Thanks. But to answer your earlier question, I am proficient in operating the machine. But something weird happened to the engine when I was in the air earlier. I had to make an emergency landing on this tiny island before I crashed into the city wall.
You almost crashed? That's terrible!
It was not pleasant, I will admit. I wonder if the engine problem has to do with the square particle disruptions. I checked, but there isn't any of that square stuff inside the machine itself. But I noticed some islands in the glen are really messed up now.
They are.
Guess I should have listened to Proto in the first place. Say, where is he? He said he was coming with you. Is he still back at the main islands?
Oh. Actually. Back at the Barrens, there was a cave in. And then a bunch of squares. He and the robot lady. Neither of them made it out.
No.
He did give me this, though. This disc he pulled from his head.
Oh! Oh, thank goodness! He gave you his main drive! As long as I have this, I should be able to bring him back.
Really?
It's gonna be hard, but yes. You need all three of us for the big door. But first things first, we need to find a way to go to the city.
Right. The city gate is kinda kaput now.
If this machine was working, we could just fly right in there. I've isolated the issue with the machine, but I can't repair it with the stuff I have on hand.
Oh? What's wrong with it?
The battery in the engine is dead, and the engine has some gears that need to be replaced.
Do you think you'll be able to fix it if Player and I help you find those things?
Maybe. Problem is, the Glen isn't exactly a very high-tech area. I'm not sure if you'll be able to find anything so specialized here.
We'll try anyway. We can't really do anything else right now. Hey, do you know where I could find a battery?
Good question. We don't really use electricity in the Glen. Oh, but there are robots at the research station. If there's a battery anywhere, they'd know where it is.
Gotcha. Thanks. Do you know where I could find some gears?
Gears? What's that?
It's like, a metal circle thing with teeth.
A circle with teeth? That sounds so silly. Like something Magpie would have.
Magpie?
You know, the trader guy. He collects all kinds of funny stuff. I mean, he even keeps around broken glass and junk.
Oh, yeah! I think I know who you're talking about.
He's such a weirdo.
bridge is broken.
Savior? You're here to see me?
What happened to you?
Hold on. I need to concentrate. The islands will collapse if I don't do something. That's why the vines.
You're making the vines grow. Is that why there are vines everywhere? Are you trying to hold the land together?
My powers. The best I could do. Yes.
That's... Should I leave the sun here for you? I know you wanted to see it.
Tempting. But I mustn't. The sun brings me comfort, but stress is good for this. Fear is good. Makes me strong. Vines grow faster.
But...
If I'm at ease, the vines might retreat. They're all in danger, Savior. The villagers, the children. My final hours mustn't go to waste. The people deserve to live, even if just for another day.
I, have something to ask of you.
Yes,
It looks like most of the bridges around the glen are broken, and...
that's right. The bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them?
Yeah! Is it possible?
Difficult. Bridges are in very specific locations. Over water. Need to find the right points. Vines must be very strong, too. An undertaking. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please, stand back.
What happened? Are you okay? Are you...
Hello, person. This is the main generator of the glen.
Hello. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency.
I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for this thing in the Barrens, didn't we, player?
If this is an emergency for living beings, you may use the battery from the generator.
Oh! Wait, but if we take the battery here, all of you guys would lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Player and I should go find another one.
Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen, powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must.
Oh. I guess we have no choice but to take this, Player. We depowered it.
The bridge to the forest was just restored. The village evacuees should be able to find better fishing spots here. The plant spirit is really looking out for us, isn't she?
Yeah.
What a day.
Oh! You're the trader guy!
Sure am. You here to trade? Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back in my car, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. So my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though.
Oh, do you have anything like gears?
Gears? Like the metal spitty things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait, I do have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song.
That's a music box!
Yeah, I bet there's lots of little metal bits in there.
Oh, that might work!
But I'm not sure if I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things.
Aw.
Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior! Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it.
Ah, thank you! We found a battery.
Oh, nice! I honestly wasn't expecting it.
It's from the generator on one of the islands.
The research station?
Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it.
We can always just give it back later.
Alright.
We still need a few gears to put this engine back together. Please, do what you must to find some.
We found a music box! It should have gears in it, right?
I assume so. But this looks like one of the ones that my father made.
Your dad makes music boxes too?
My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way?
A trader from the village gave it to me.
I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world, despite... Well... sorry. I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's fine. No? Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company?
How's it going?
Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck, and... Don't worry, I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight.
If you say so. What will happen once we get there?
We need to bring Proto back first, and then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world?
What does she look like?
This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox.
Oh. I do remember talking to a fox at one point.
You've met Rue?
The memories are still really blurry, though.
I see.
It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. Then I get so caught up with... and I just kind of forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code?
Well,
I'm not sure what to believe anymore.
I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything.
Your father is involved in the world machine?
You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear. But they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time.
So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad.
Well, you know how the simulation works, right?
How everything is code?
Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version.
You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he?
Yeah.
But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself?
That's, not really what happened.
So, what happened?
Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world?
He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it.
You know of it at least then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our homeworld, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophetbot, Prototype, was built to predict the future about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code.
How did that code escape the old world?
I have no idea. What I do know is, there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up floating in the void, indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware.
Player?
Yeah. The operator, player, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process.
So, Player was the living person you needed to borrow?
No. That would be you.
Why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I?
I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready.
Alright.
I understand if you are upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us, and that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know.
So, how does flying work?
Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect.
Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one, anyway.
Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air.
I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going.
You mean those two running over here now?
Nico. Bad news.
The boat is gone!
What?
It's the squares.
It looks like they're headed in this direction!
That's...
Fast! Calamus, right?
Yeah?
How bad is it?
Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger.
Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico.
But what about them?
I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there.
You're taking us to the city?
If you wish.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then.
You guys sure you'll be fine here?
Mm-hmm.
The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now.
Alright then. I guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go.